The intent for today is to move in a way that feels soothing for you. So whether that's just breathing here, or whether it's moving, doing the whole practice in a way that feels soothing for your body. Take your blanket and wrap it so that it's behind your ribs. You can have it folded up or not, behind your ribs and up underneath your armpits. So you can see like my delightful blanket is up underneath my armpits, and then I'm holding onto it with my hands and slightly pulling forwards so that I can feel the pressure of the blanket around the back and sides of the rib cage. And then we'll hang out here and breathe, breathing in a way that helps you to feel the side and back ribs moving. So that blanket that's wrapped around the rib cage, kind of around the back ribs, you're slightly pulling it forward with the hands, just holding onto one side with one hand, one side with the other. And then close your eyes and breathe in a way that interacts with the blanket. So you're aware of the side ribs and back ribs, how they move outwards on the inhale and inwards on the exhale. Feel for doing this in a way that's not making tension in the shoulders. But that is helping you to feel the side ribs and the back ribs. Maybe even using this to bring even more breath to those areas. Slightly containing the front ribs, slightly containing the belly, so that more of the air goes towards the back and side ribs. Over the next few breaths, explore making your breath as deep and as powerful and as slow as possible. If your arms get tired, feel free to let the blanket go, but continue with this feeling of breathing into the back ribs and side ribs. Let's come to a bit of a forward bend, back bend movement. Just let the blanket go, or just wrap it around you if that feels kind of nice. And then if you're sat cross-legged on the floor, have the hands on the knees. If you're in the chair, have the feet underneath the knees, hands on the knees, that way around. Good. Now, starting this as a really mini movement, on the inhale, rock your weight forward on the sitting bones. Lift the chest just a little. On the exhale, rock your weight back on the sitting bones. Let the chest drop, letting head come forwards a little. So inhale, rock forwards, lift up. Exhale, rock backwards, grounding down. Continue in this pattern. Moving at your own rate and moving as much or as little as feels nice for you right now. Moving in a way that feels soothing to you. Like if you're having a day where the voices in your head are being mean to you, just say to the little demons, I want you to go sit outside the door and just be listening to and connecting to kind of the soothing voices inside. The ones that are just warm and supportive and the ones that say nice things. Do 2 more of these, rocking forwards and backwards on your sitting bones. Being aware of the feeling of your sitting bones on the surface you're sitting on. And then come back to like a more upright spine. Take your left hand and wrap it around so it's on the head. And what we'll be doing is working at shortening the left-hand side of the left-hand side of the waist. So as you inhale, move your left armpit down, kind of leaning to the side a little bit, feeling the left-hand side of your body shorten. On the exhale, straighten up really, 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 really slowly. If having the hand up just feels like too much, you could do this with the hand down as well. So on the inhale, you're contracting the left-hand side of your torso, moving the left armpit down. Exhale, straightening up from there very slowly. Do 2 more. Focusing on your side body. Once you've done the one you've done, just pause for a moment between sides. With the eyes closed, noticing if there's a difference in sensation between the left and the right now. And then we'll do the other side. So bring the other hand up. Wrap it around the head if you want to do that. Inhale, bring your right armpit down towards the hip, contracting the right-hand side of the body, coming into a mini side bend. Inhale, lengthening, straightening from there. Exhale, contracting. That's the side of your body, shortening the distance between the armpit and the hip. Inhaling and straightening. Slowly, like really coming out of it very slowly. Do 2 more. And once you're done, just resting the hands down. Noticing the difference one side to the other. I want to do some leg stuff now. So you'll be keeping your left foot on the floor, but then the right leg is just rotating like that. Might not move too far. It might feel very stiff if it's a movement you don't do very often. So let's do this on an inhale. So the right foot comes, lifts up or goes to the side. Only go so far as feels okay. Exhale, slowly bring it back down. So inhale, foot moves up or to the side. Exhale, bring it back down. So I'd rather you kind of keep the knees stable and not move it so far. So just do a couple more. On the inhale, foot's just coming to the side. Notice what parts of the legs that's working. Exhale, foot comes back down. One more. Coming out of it really slowly. Like the slower you come out, the better. Great. Let's do the second movement. So let's do inhale with taking the right knee out. Exhale with slowly bringing the right knee back in. Small movements are totally fine, but make it really slow. So inhale, knee moves away from the other knee. Exhale, knee comes back in. Do 2 more super slowly. Okay. Then we'll do both those on the other side. So first we'll be doing this one where the knees stay together, but then your left foot moves. On the inhale, knees stay together, but move your left foot away from the right foot, moving it to the side. On the exhale, bring the foot back down. Good. Do that 3 more times in your own time, making slowness way more important than how far you're going with this. It won't be a big distance. But can you feel the subtlety of stuff happening around the leg? Okay, let that be the last one. And then on the second position was to keep the feet together, but then the left knee is moving away from the right knee. Doing that on an inhale. And then on the exhale, slowly returning the knees back together. Do 3 more. And once you're done with those, just pause, resting in a comfortable position, noticing your felt sense of yourself. What sensation you feel inside right now. Learning to observe that and label it, but without then getting caught up in a discussion about the consequences or the meaning. So for example, right now I can feel pressure on my right sitting bone. And I'm just noticing it as pressure on my right sitting bone, rather than getting into an internal debate with myself around, have I sprained a muscle in that area? Have I been doing this? Have I been doing that? Like, I'm staying out of that story and just noticing, what's the feeling? Okay, there's some pressure. Or like my left hand right now feels slightly warm and tingly. Just noticing for yourself what your experience is. Knowing that that's a changing and shifting thing from day to day and from moment to moment. I want to do some more abdominal work now. Find a cushion and have it between your legs. And unless your cushion's super flat, fold it up. Have this cushion between your thighs. And let's do a couple of, so people on the floor will be doing abs with a roll. You'll do the first 2 rounds with the feet on the floor. And then after that, if you want to lift people on the floor, if you want to do this with the feet lifted up or even legs straight, then you can do that. All right, everybody inhale and clasp your hands behind the head. If that feels not good in the shoulders, I want you to do this hands on the thighs. Squeeze the cushion with the inner thighs. Exhale, leaning forwards. Contract the front of the belly. Inhale, straightening up. Lorraine, bring the elbows a little bit closer together. Keep the elbows there, but bring them closer together. Yeah. Pause, squeeze onto the cushion, feel your inner thighs. Exhale, coming forwards or lifting head and shoulders up off the floor. Contract the front of the belly. Connect to the front of the belly with this. Inhale, as you straighten out, feel the front of the belly very slowly lengthening. Squeeze the cushion. Exhale, coming forward or up off the floor. Keep squeezing the cushion. Feel the front of the belly shortening. Inhale, let the belly lengthen, straightening up. Do 3 more in your own time, in a way that feels gentle and soothing. Focusing on the front of the belly, how that contracts and lengthens. Making that the last one. And then you can remove your cushion or your prop. Next one we'll do is another crossways one. Let's take left hand onto right thigh also. Okay, everybody take a massive breath in. On the exhale, people in the chair, you can either imagine or actually lift the left leg up. Inhale and coming back. So exhale, legs lifting up, or you're imagining lifting it up. Inhale, coming back. Do 2 more like that, going super slowly. And you're slightly pushing your hand against the thigh. Okay. And then pause in between sides. Just pause in a resting position, maybe with the feet on the floor, And I just want you to notice inside the asymmetry of having done that one way round and the other way. You've been using some of your obliques more than the other side. So just kind of noticing if that's a perceptible thing or not. And then we'll do that the other way around. So your right leg crosses over onto left thigh. And then just inhale to start. On the exhale, you are moving or imagining moving your right leg. On the inhale, slowly coming back to the start position. Keep pressing the hand against the thigh because that's part of what helps the obliques to switch on. Doing 3 more. Noticing sensation as you do this. Finish off with the one you're on. And pause with the eyes closed. Noticing what you feel now. Exploring if you can use your breath to bring a soothing quality to that. I want to come into a twist now. You could cross your left leg over the right leg like this. Yeah. And if crossing the legs right over feels too much, you could kind of cross over at the thigh. Good. Now everybody press the hand slightly against the leg and feel like your spine is long. Inhale into the back and side ribs. Long, slow, soothing exhales. Inhale, imagine your spine being so long that kind of like the top of your head's touching the ceiling. Exhale and move into a twist. Keep your right hand on the knee and then your left hand can go behind you. Close your eyes and explore the sensation of your breath reaching the back and side ribs. Whilst we're here, I want to play with moving the neck really slowly. So you'll keep your legs and your torso as they are, but I want you to explore on the inhale, turning the head around to the right, so it's looking the other way. And on your exhale, turning your head around to the left. Just going within a range of movement that feels comfortable. Doing this a couple of times. And bring your head back to a neutral position. So the nose is kind of over the chest. Come out of the twist with the torso. And come into a neutral position for a moment, just sitting any way that kind of feels symmetrical. Close the eyes and be in that internal observation of left and right. Does anything feel different left to right having done that twist? And then we'll go the other way. So now you're going to cross your left leg over the right leg. Is that the other way? Hopefully. And inhale, feeling like the spine's super long. Exhale, ribs rotate around to the right. Right hand's on the knee. Left hand goes somewhere behind you on the chair or the floor. And then add the head movement in. So inhale and turn your head all the way around to the left. Exhale, turn your head all the way around to the right. And when I say all the way around, I just mean within the range of movement that's comfortable for you today. Not forcing it at the edges, but just exploring whatever movement is available. And then come out of that and take a moment in stillness, noticing physical sensation. Is there any warmth or coolness? Any tightness? Any numbness? Any sense of internal movement? Heaviness? Lightness? Noticing any sensations without requiring them to mean anything.